The wanton and massive fleecing of taxpayer money and government funds was not merely confined to flood control projects. The fix was also in school building and classroom construction. Hence, the transfer of the authority to disburse and spend the funds for classroom and school building repair and construction from the DPWH to DepEd and or local government units. But in today's Senate hearing, Senator Raffy Tulfo also made it clear how he intends to blacklist all erring contractors who built substandard classrooms, as our Luisa Erispe reports.
Substandard construction of classrooms in school buildings. This was one of the hot topics last year, which is why under the 2026 budget, the repair and maintenance of schools will now go directly to LGUs or the Department of Education. But during the hearing of the Senate Committee on Basic Education, Senator Raffy Tulfo is pushing to blacklist erring contractors and private companies previously involved in the first and second batches of the Public-Private Partnerships or PPP for school infra projects. According to Senator Tulfo, he has received complaints that some of them have a history of projects that are either unfinished, delayed, or substandard.
We can no longer afford to incur unreasonable delays, substandard construction, and the awarding of projects to unqualified contractors. Dapat ma-blacklist ang mga non-performing private companies. Dapat meron tayong ginagawang thorough screening or vetting to ensure na itong sasali sa programang ito na napakaganda hindi tayo maisahan.
Tulfo further insists there are schools that are easily damaged.
Namomonitor natin, pagdating sa bagyo, ito yung unang nililipad, itong unang binabaha. So dapat, we have to be very careful na talagang quality yung classrooms na binibuild natin.
DepEd admitted that many schools were indeed turned over to them, despite being problematic. But for now, they have a list of contractors and private companies with existing complaints on their construction projects.
Yung iba pong na classroom na tinurn over ay hindi po maayos. So ang naging response po namin, Mr. Chair, is increase the transparency and increase partnerships with civil society, Parent Teachers Association. Kasi tinurn over po siya sa DepEd at pinirmahan kahit na may problema. So yung pong nire-raise po ninyo, na turnover po siya.
Pag tinurn over mo, makikita mo, hindi mo na alam na may problema yun until nagkabagyo tapos nilipad, di ba? I mean, hindi naman engineer yung mga PTA na makikita talaga nila. So, we would like to see that data. Obviously, the success or the continuation of this program, it means that dapat the majority of the 13,000 maayos. Kung 70% yung failure rate natin, ba't natin itutuloy?
Tulfo added that maintenance should also be included in the future contracts, a point agreed on by Committee Chairman Senator Bam Aquino and the DepEd.
There were complaints that I received na itong mga toilet o CR na nagkakaproblema sa plumbing.
Yun.
Na nagkakaproblema sa bubong na tumutulo, dingding tumutulo, hindi na, walang kinalaman estudyante dyan. At walang kinalaman sa wear and tear yan. Bago pa lang, 2 years pa lang, sira na agad.
We will include that feature.
The next PPP na gagawin is jumping off the learnings from the previous PPP. So yung maintenance nakapasok na, yung standards no nandiyan na, kahit yung mga ibang kagamitan na nakapasok na rin siya. So even though we finished that PPP in 2018, itong susunod magagamit niya yung mga learnings doon para yung next na gagawin di hamak mas maganda rin, mas maayos.
Luisa Erispe from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.